Mummy Moon has braved it and she is up on the roof behind me, or behind the camera, videoing. She's just stopped shaking, but we're doing good. Just to show you what we're up against, the first job's going to be cleaning all the roof. So when this rain cuts, as soon as it does, we get a break in the weather, I'm going to come up here. Hopefully at the weekend I'll come up with Toby because he can give me a hand, and we'll blow her and get rid of all these little bits. And this is all the pine needles that have come off the trees which are around the Legends barns. So we need to get rid of that, and obviously you can see here the gutter's pretty full. But the biggest issue is this roof is higher than this roof, and there's two gutters. There's one here and one there, which means there's a gap in between and the weather just blows in. So what I'm proposing to do is extend this bit. We might need to get a few tiles, we've got quite a few in stock as we saw, and maybe bring this roof further down to here so that it makes a shield. So if you can imagine, we have a tile to here, it might even be, probably be two tiles by the time we get here, so the roof will end up something like that, which it'll be two tiles. That will then just drip onto this roof and it will go down, and we'll just have one gutter on the inside. So we won't have this void where I put what I did to try and alleviate it. I put this bit of geotextile or membrane in between the two bits, but the weather just batters it and it does blow in. So I think the best thing's going to be is to take these off. We'll extend the roof. It's not going to be a lot of woodwork, just a few studs all the way along, and we'll put on 2 rows of tiles like I said. So we'll have one there and then one there, and that'll be perfect, and the weather won't get underneath it, but there'll be just enough to let the water go down. One decent gutter on the inside, and then we got rid of the problem of all this. But as I say, first job is get it all nice and clean, get all this off, and it is an annual job. I'm sure everyone who has buildings is aware of, if you have trees, they're beautiful, but you get the leaves, you get all the other bits. So that's what we need to do. But we first job, once that's all done, is check, because this downpipe, the 2 gutters went into one, and I'm not sure where it ends up, but we need to check that we've got a good exit for the water before we start connecting stuff up to it. So plenty to be getting on with. As I say, as soon as the weather breaks, we'll get up here, and we're looking for the weekend. So that. Okay, I'm sitting on the new barn, which is at the back of the stables, where we're doing that repair in the corner where we shored it up. We were just talking, Mummy Moon and I, about this gutter, and we're actually going to reuse it for now on the front of the old barn. The old barn is very squiffy. As you look at it, it runs along like that. So this is going to be perfect for being able to kind of mould where the barn is, and we know it's the right length because it sits exactly the right spacing at the back here. So we're going to take this off and move it to the front. First job is, just while we're up here, before we do our big clean up, we're just going to get rid of a bit of muck from the gutter, so when it rains it goes where it's supposed to go. There's Mummy Moon, she made it up. She's a bit worried about coming down, but I'm gonna give her some reassurance, give her some verbal reassurance from me. No, I'm gonna go up there and help her down the ladder. So
we're not filming that.
We're not filming that. She said that's gonna be embarrassing, but we're on it. Let's do it. you can see, it's very, very long. It's going to be perfect for doing the horses' waters in the summer. Obviously great for doing out in the field, that is, but down in the stables it goes everywhere. So yeah, really, really happy. The next thing is we've got one of those old-fashioned games that you can't get the bits out that are in there, but I guess that's so they don't fall out. So I've got to try and demount it with my hands that are pretty cold now, and wiggle them out. So yeah, we'll get on with it. I'm at the well now, which is one of the estate wells, or the part of the old estate that was here from the farmhouse, which is where we are. That's our home. I've just got a bucket of hot water and I've put that little link pipe in just to soften it up, because it is cold here and it all gone kinked and it had lost its shape. So make it a bit more malleable, and we can then attach it on as our hose fitting, and it's the bit that goes from the tap to the reel. So it's going to be a good job. Right, so I just went to take off the old hose fitting and it came off with the bit from the tap. This was donated to us very kindly, and it is one of those, it won't freeze in the winter. It's supposed to go down to some ridiculous temperature. It doesn't actually freeze, but the only problem of having it here is that little Totty uses it to rub her bottom on. So what we're going to do eventually is we're going to take the water supply straight through into the inside of the stable. That'll help it not freezing, but also it means that it can't get knocked or bashed, as we said. So yeah, Holly's come to join me. Not making it very easy, are you, Holly? Crazy. What are you doing, girl? Oh, she's wild. Okay. Right, so control. Mummy Moon was just saying about where the dogs go in the winter. So most of them come in the house. Pom Pom and the big white fluffy dog, and Bubbles, who's the black and white one, they stay in the workshop, and they've got a mattress in there and it's nice and snug in there. Holly comes into the hallway and she's got a chaise lounge in the hallway, which is like a big sofa, and Olive goes in and sleeps with Charlie in his bedroom. Doobie, Muff and Larry stay either in the kitchen or in the living room. So yeah, they're all pretty much all over the house, everywhere. But Holly, she especially needs it because of her bones and where she was really bashed and battered about. She's a bit arthritic, so yeah, we try and keep her nice and snug in the hallway. So yeah, they're all kind of in the house, as it were. But anyway, back to the tap. Okay, so this is the first bucket of many buckets that are going to be filled with a new Super Fandango hose pipe. So thank you all again from the legends. This comes from the well, and it's from a pump system that I put in, or I've redone, which draws it up from the well. So all this end of the house and the legends, they're all done off the well. So it's really good, straight from the ground. Okay, so we've got in, we made it back from the yard, we just popped in for a cup of tea and
got down the ladder. Wasn't good.
Well, I could have just wandered off and that would have been it. Mummy Moon would have still been there.
I would have been.
But no, it's all good. We are, just having a cup of tea and then we're going to go and get Toby from school. Charlie was a bit sick yesterday, so he's had another day off. But he said he's feeling better now, so he's back tomorrow. So, and then Doobie's going to the vet for his little checkup because he's got something funny going on in his ears and he is getting on. So we just get him checked out like annually, his checkup, so that'll be good before spring, and then it's onwards and upwards. I think Mummy Moon, we have done a bit on the wish list. We are struggling with a few things, but I think you changed the address.
Yeah, so there was obviously we read all your comments, and someone did mention, a couple of people mentioned that they were struggling because there was no address. I don't know why that happened. We're not very good with technology. Honestly, this is a big thing for me. It's really taxing my brain. But anyway, I think I might have sorted it out now. So I've done the list. I've put a few bits on for the legends. I've actually got the address now with the list. So when you buy things, it should come and go straight through, so you can then have it sent straight to us. So it does seem to appear to have worked. I actually got my mum to test it for me. She brought us the salt lick this morning. Thanks, Mum. And it worked. So hopefully now we're all set. So what we'll do is we'll just keep sort of adding the little bits that we need as we go, and then you guys can look and, as you know, as I say, blown away so kindly by it for our legends, which just for me, I don't think I'll ever get over this moment in our life. The transition from, us working all the hours and doing as much as we could to look after them because we really needed to give them this voice, to you guys now giving them the voice, and not only that, giving us the freedom and the, just the support that we could not have imagined ever having, and it really has. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever get over this moment in our lives.
we did speak about it to a good friend of ours not so long ago, and we were talking about the last 15 years, and there've been those moments, and there's been quite a few where we have actually been in tears, looking at one another, saying, "What are we doing? Why are we doing this?" We're not losing faith in the whole thing, that we always knew that the legends were something to fight for, and we always knew it was going to be good. But there are those dark days, and we've had a few of them, and we just couldn't get our heads. You just
couldn't get over it, could you? Yeah. Just couldn't get over that hump. Like, you know what you've got, and you know it's important, but we couldn't, and that's what is so life changing for everyone concerned and everyone that has been part of it. And we did feel. It's like even silly little things where people have done stuff and helped us, and you really want it to be good for everyone, but it just seems to take forever. But it does look like things are changing, and it's just it is really weird. I don't think we'll ever get our heads around it. I think the thing that for me, the reason we never gave up, and the reason I never ever just was like, when we got Epilan, I will do his story for you, and you will see it. We're doing the horses' stories just gently and slowly, so you get to know their stories, because some of them are quite sensitive. So, but when we picked up Epilan and Epilan came home, and seeing him in the, sadly in the condition that he was in, I made that horse a promise. I made him a promise, and that's what for the last 15 years I've not been able to let him down. I can't let him down, and you guys have given him that. Yeah, no, it's definitely been a roller coaster. But it looks like it's going the right way, and we're very. I think the biggest thing is it's just going to take us a while to adapt. I think.
Adapt, because it has been really, really frightening a lot of the time when I've been going to work and leaving Mummy Moon with the family, and just hand to mouth, and knowing that again, like with the feed bills or vet bills looming, all the bills that. And then any emergency, we just knew we were not going down the pan, but we were always on that knife edge, and that was really unhealthy. So I think we're still in that. We are still a bit shell shocked. We're still in that, just as we were, but obviously we're not, because we've got that got that backup, and we've got that support, and we've got that network now of people. We know we're not the only nutters in the world that feel passionate about the animals, about the legends the way we do. So that is one thing, is just the knowing and from everyone, even people, as we've always said, that can't donate, that just watch the videos and follow our story. You're making a difference. When you go down the local shop and you say to someone, that makes a difference. That's just spreading the word. The people who are donating, the people that have donated, it all just makes a difference. So it's been
amazing.
incredible.
What was incredible, I think, that really sort of those moments that hit me is when you rang the vets the other day, because we wanted to just check the bills, and they were like, oh yeah, you're in credit. I don't think we've ever been in credit with the vet.
I think that's the scary bit, because
it's incredible. It's just amazing.
It's one of those. So but onwards and upwards, we'll keep pushing on and doing what we do, and we're just really, really happy that you're on the journey with us. So
so thank you, and we need to get this dear old doggy to the vet, because he does need.
And we need to get Toby from school, because if we don't get there on time, he's going to get pretty wet. So we'll be seeing you in a bit.
See you soon.
Bye.
So we're back. He was a good boy, big brave boy. He's been seen. I get them to do his claws. I do all the other dogs' claws on my own, but his claws are a little bit, he's got white claws and you can see the pink, and it makes me really nervous, and they're such big claws, so I don't like cutting them. So he's had his yearly checkup. He's all good. He's got some cream for his ears. That's been an ongoing thing with him, but he's a lot happier now. So so he's relaxing. He's gonna go to sleep. I think he's waiting for his dad to come back. He gets a bit nervous about coming to the vet, like most animals. He's a bit worried. He doesn't really like it. So yeah, it was easier having Nick with me this time, because normally I'd be doing that on my own, which isn't easy with a mastiff that doesn't want to go through the door. But this time he was very brave, weren't you? You're a brave boy. Anyway, off to get the kids.
They say never work with children or animals, but we're going to try it. A lovely lady asked if she could see Oscar doing the turkey noise. Oscar, what noise does the turkey make? Yes. Clever boy. Oh!
I know. Gideon, don't get close. You're good.